How are you guys? This is my sort of guide for your marketing research, and we just focus on some topic considerations. So I've been teaching research for quite some time now, and I noticed that every time there's a research, usually the questions of the students evolve around this: give me a topic. It's probably the worst statement you could ever make at year 4 of your college life. Imagine being in college for 4 years, and towards the end of your college life, you still don't know what topic you would want to write about, right? So don't give me this question, please, right? So, in order to more or less give you a broad introduction about the topic consideration, let me go over some of the ideas that I have for considerations of topic for you guys, right? So, of course, number one question is, are you going to pursue a feasibility studies, or is it going to be thesis? Are you even allowed to choose, between the two? Second, if you do choose a topic, is this aligned to my discipline? I find this very important because a lot of the students that I've known in the past would randomly choose a topic that is not aligned to their discipline. For example, marketing students talking about graduate tracer studies of operations management talking about marketing talking about psychology. Jesus, please choose a topic that's aligned to your discipline. The reason why you are writing topics that are not aligned to your discipline evolves from the fact that you don't know anything about your discipline, man. So you really have to write a topic that is aligned to your discipline. So the third question would be, is this even researchable? So the solution to this question would be to find other researches that have been done in the past that aligns to at least your broad topics. The topics that you choose to write about. The fourth is, are there enough literature on the subject? But hold right there. A lot of people would say, sir, bago lang to, nothing has been written yet. Hold right there. Search first. You should not assume anything. You have to, if you just put the Google Scholar research bar and all that, put a random topic, you see there are many topics, there are many researchers written about the subject. So don't assume yet. Look for the literature. And then fifth, what will be the variables of my study? What will I connect? Remember, research is about connections. You cannot just put, for example, valuation techniques of stock traders. Alright? So that may seem to be a good research topic, but then where will you connect that? If you are just going to talk about profiling of stock traders, about their valuation techniques, where will you connect that? Will you connect that to their productivity, to their income, to their wealth? So have to connect it to something else, at least to one other thing. Now, since you're already graduating, the suggestion is for you to have at least 3 variables. And remember, in the modern researches that we have, demographic variables is not even part of the so-called variables of the study. So you have to think of other variables other than the demographic variables. Right? And then 6, this is the most important, is this even doable within 5 months? Right? So these are the topic considerations for your research. So you have to bear this in mind. Okay? Next, I would like to commend you, and I would like to remind you, please do not quarrel among yourselves. If we will eventually decide that you will be grouped according to 3, according to 4, whatever it is, Do not quarrel among yourselves. All right, because I've seen that, reasons why people end friendships. This is my I've been teaching research for so many years now, and I found out that these are the reasons why people end their friendship. Number one reason is love. Number two is money. Number three is thesis. All right. I've seen people who end their friendships and never come back to being friends just because they quarreled about their thesis. Number four is, of course, Ginebra versus all others. And then five is Duterte versus all the yellow objects. And then six, other mundane things. So you can see from my little put up ranking here, the thesis rank among the reasons why people end their friendships. So early as now, please do not quarrel among yourselves. Cooperate, collaborate, and always do whatever is assigned to you. Okay? Now these are the topics to consider this term. Okay? In case of accounting, and I will not go through this very detailed because we have a very short recording time. So first is accounting information, the value and relevance of the Philippine market. It could talk about business and ethics, accounting conservatism in the Philippines. We know how conservative is accounting in the Philippines. Numbers. Next is taxes and business decisions. How does taxes and the tax scenario, the change in tax, for example, the train and all that, the VAT, how does it affect the business decisions among managers? Financial reporting. This is a huge and broad topic because so many topics around that area. Valuation methods and techniques and their impact to market value and stock volatility. How do the traders and investment managers employ valuation methods and techniques, and how does it impact eventually the market value and stock volatility in the market? Business auditing is another one area, and of course tax policies. Okay, earnings management is also one topic that you may consider. How is earnings managed? How many percent on the average would businesses give back to their stockholders in forms of dividends? Are they reinvesting everything else and all that? Okay. Next topics. The next topic is about finance. And these are the broad topics that I have in mind. Financial intermediation is one. Housing price indices. There are many things about this. You can search this in census.gov.ph. Inflation indices, tradingeconomics.com. You can look for all these pricing indices. Finance and economics are rich with topics really. Asset pricing and market frictions, corporate governance, healthcare finance, capital structure, right? The WACC can be a tool on this, CAPM and all that. Risk management is also one. Okay, event studies and time series with respect to industry growth, like what happened, what is the impact, for example, of the financial crisis to the growth of call centers and all that. Okay, and a continuation of the topics in finance, of course, corporate finance, IPOs, right? IPOs, initial public offering, and the money generation of the last 5 years or even 10 years, right? There are many IPOs that have been done in the stock market in recent years. Have they all been successful? Next, capital markets and valuation ratios. This has been a favorite topic of mine, and a lot of students of mine in the past have done this, but this is not the only topic that you can do with capital markets. Now, with respect to management, these are the topics: acquisitions and mergers. These are a little bit few in the rare in the Philippine market, but there are still some things that you can pick up here and there. Venture capitalism in the Philippines, human capital on management, family firms can also be done. Innovation management and creativity is a big topic today. AI, robotics, and all that. Gender roles in the workplace, very hot topic. training effectiveness, leadership roles, onboarding, yung mga induction methods in HR, learning organization, big topic in human resources management, five forces in certain industries, diba? We have the five forces of Porter. How does it look in certain industries like food, tourism, BPO companies and all that. Strategic Management and Scorecard, the so-called PMS, the Performance Management System. Baldrige is also one. The PQA model is one. ISO 9001 2015. Another topic is knowledge management. Very apt, very fresh, especially within certain industries today. Workforce focus and productivity. Okay, how does the management focus on their workforce in terms of salaries, pay, benefits, engagement, and all that, and how does it affect productivity? Quality assurance mechanism, for example, in manufacturing firms or real estate firms or construction firms and all that. Okay. Now, lastly, this may not be particularly aligned to your programs, but operations information management can focus on consumer decision and judgment, branding and brands. Of course, this aligns more appropriately to marketing, but management folks like you can align this to management decisions, so it can also be considered. Information search, consumer and inferences and attitudes. Usually, this involves a lot of data mining and all that, and especially if you tap around social media like Twitter feeds and Facebook and Instagram posts. Okay, channel design and online retailing, and of course, as I said, social media and digital marketing. Okay, next up. So for the next couple of weeks, I want you to no, I want you not to choose teammates yet. I want you to pretend that research is going to be done individually because we might do it just like that. Alright? Write a paragraph consisting of 5 sentences only, describing on a broad sense the topic you wish to pursue and why you wish to pursue it. So, for example, I would say, okay, my topic will revolve around human resources, particularly in knowledge management, because this is what I like when Sir Win or Miss Lenore taught us before. It interests me about HRM, human resource management, and how it affects productivity and wealth generation and all that. Okay, and then whatever you chose, you submit to the LMS site, lpumoodlerooms.net. Ask assistance from MIS because when I opened it, you are all not there yet. So I'm the only one there. So I could not publish it there, so I'll just upload this in YouTube and submit or pass it on to, I don't know, Alex or Darcy or anybody else. I'll also send copy to Miss Leanne, so ask assistance from them, and any questions at all, throw me your questions and your queries. Don't worry about data yet. Don't worry about where do I get the data of all this. I'm here to help you. I'm going to help you in whatever way I can. So I'm sorry I will not be able to meet you on Saturday 21st of July, and probably I will not be able to meet you if it is on Saturday, but I'll try to find a way in order to connect with you and move the class on another time. But till then, I'd like to wish you a happy weekend, and I hope I did not destroy your first weekend class, and hope to see you again next time. I miss you guys, and take care of yourself.